Hello, I'm Matt Cooke with the latest headlines from BBC News. For the first time in 7 years, an EU delegation has held talks with the Zimbabwean president. Robert Mugabe wants an end to sanctions which were imposed in 2002 against members of his government. But the European Union raised concerns over the slow pace of political reform since the start of a power-sharing agreement with opposition leader Morgan Tsvangirai. Latest results from the Afghan election show that President Hamid Karzai is in the lead with 54% of the votes. 95% of the results are now in, but the Election Commission is still to decide how many votes to disqualify following allegations of widespread fraud. The Communities Secretary John Denham has warned against a return to the tactics used by right-wing organisations to provoke violence from minority groups. Yesterday, 10 people were arrested in northwest London when an anti-Muslim group demonstrated outside a mosque. 3 men cleared of taking part in a plot to blow up transatlantic airliners could face a third trial. The Director of Public Prosecutions, Keir Starmer, says he thinks it's still possible they could be convicted of conspiracy to murder. 3 other men were convicted of the plot last Monday. Tens of thousands of students could be starting their university courses with no funding this term because they've still not had their grant and loan applications processed. It's thought the student loan company has been struggling to deal with a record number of applications from students going to university this year. The Queen has presented the Elizabeth Cross to the relatives of 6 soldiers who were killed while serving in Afghanistan and Iraq. It's the first time she has personally presented the honour, which is given to the next of kin of those killed on active service.
It's emotional because of the reason that we're here, but it's pride as well because the Queen's actually put her name to a cross, and it's the first time since King George that anybody's actually done that. And it's recognising the lives that have been lost in Iraq and Afghanistan, not just the lives that were lost there, but the families that were also left behind.
Well, those are the latest headlines. You can get more on all those stories at bbc.co.uk/news.